Have we begun? Yes. This is the Los Angeles River, North Valley Heart Riverwalk, if you want to call it a river. It's just sewage. But basically, in the long run, what they could do with it is filtering clean water, from one of these dams, like the Hoover. I don't know. And put little paddle boats going down this river. I don't know how long it goes, all the way to wherever it ends, and multiple two directions, and really fix up areas where they can have outdoor little cafes where couples can go, like literally like the Venice canals in Italy, but yet forever and ever and ever, and St. Petersburg as well. It would really just basically really brighten up some areas in this city that could really use a makeover. And the ones that already are pretty stagnant because they're financially stalemated, in the long run, could do something to decorate what they have rather than looking so sterile. And so I think, let's put it this way: if I have an autistic savant person, somebody who is considered savant in many ways because the way they think is like that, then there's a enormous responsibility for someone to let me know that. Because, I had some things dealt in my lap that people that would deal it in my lap took zero responsibility for. And even in the end, I am nobody's parent, nobody's family member, nobody's guardian whatsoever. And what happens in the future has nothing to do with me. I'm just a ripple in the ocean. But basically, in the long run, it came across my path. And I can look forward past that to see what the effect will have based on that kind of ignorance really dealt with or out there by people who can get away with whatever they want because no matter what, they're lucid and they're intoxicated or using substances with the blinders over people's eyes to get away with what they want because anybody would. Everybody would. You have it, you do it for what you've got, to maintain it, to own it, or to have it and to own it, to take it. Everyone is the same. The human race is exactly what it is. I don't see anybody standing out as being less than or more than. All I see is just basically my universe with some absolutely annoying person walking down. You know what? That's what you want to like. If you want to go hunting, don't go deer hunting. Grab that woman with a net and throw her into a jacuzzi and just basically wrap your arms around her and kiss her. But that's somebody's type, and I guarantee before she gets to that person, or if she hasn't already, that noise is her mind. That noise is her insanity. That noise is the insanity of the person who is basically trying to brainwash me like Hitler did with all the Nazis and made them go out and kill a bunch of Jews. Why in the world would an entire country just come down on one group of people because they had something that they didn't, and they were basically holding what they had for their families? That's basically what the Jewish people did. That's their culture. Most people did. And what happened was, as a result of some sort of jealousy, they wiped out so many innocent people, and this has been done since the beginning of time. And all I'm hearing out there is basically the exact same thing. Let's brainwash people into thinking that I am the villain. What is my PowerPoints are lesser than PowerPoints? What is it about me that you think needs to be put into a concentration camp and sold as a candle wax or lampshades, or basically, just thrown into a pit with a bunch of others like me? See that ignorance right there? That's all fabricated. That's all premeditated. Everything in this neighborhood is basically a facade. Because you know what? When you put phony on top of phony, you know what you got? The same thing. Really, in the end, it's just it kind of just, it's very muddled, and it doesn't really have anything to really. It's just I can be buzzed. I can do whatever I want because I'm not under anybody's rules or jurisdictions other than the law as it's stated in the Congress, in the Constitution, as it's stated in California, as it's stated in Los Angeles, which everything else around me is called gaslighting. That is against the law. That's a hate crime on a major level. Anyone that's participating in this, in the long run, if I put one charge against one person, all of you go down. Instead, I would rather your family alienate and abandon you. Each and every single one of you, because everybody has that. In their world, it has that. There's nothing to do with my universe. I expect it. I know it, because I'm in the nucleus of the cell, just in making sure it doesn't spread out. And what's out there in the ectoplasm around the cell is everything observing. And that's my family. What's in here right now, they can't go there. They're stuck here. I'm keeping them. In the meantime, I'll keep them until basically they dissipate. Do you get all that? Because I'll put it online. And by the time I get there, what are you going to do to fix it? Are you going to keep putting something around this neighborhood to keep it placid? Here comes that fat, absolutely obnoxious broad. Watch her. Here she comes. I wish you could hear everything she says because she's set here to be annoying. This is the reason why I'm gay. Women like her, they drove me to it. They're hateful, they're mean, and I had her as a babysitter. Well, someone like her. And I'll tell you something. I was molested by a babysitter, and this is what happened. Maybe so. You don't even know that. You don't know a goddamn thing about me. So therefore, you don't know nothing. So don't assume anything. Don't count anything I do online as being sacred or real or true or whatever, because it isn't for you. It's for those people who already know the difference, and in the long run are waiting for you to make the difference. And we all know one thing for certain. It isn't ever going to happen. I don't expect it. I don't want to see it. I don't care. And I'll run from it when it's coming for as long as I can until it just narrows me down. By the time it gets there, it'll be just basically so light and so nothing. In my world, basically, I will be dust. Because I won't have anything else to do with it.